Okay, so I am going to introduce Judy Norsigian, who is going to give you a welcome here. And I have Judy's bio right here, so bear with me just for a second. I know. I'm not going to read the whole thing, don't worry. It's not possible. It's not possible to read, to tell you everything that, all right, what just happened? Okay, so Judy Norsigian is somebody who many of us know and love and admire greatly. She is one of the co-founders of Our Bodies, Ourselves, and an author and editor for each of the 9 editions of the book, Our Bodies, Ourselves. She has served in many roles at the organization, including as executive director from 2001 to 2015, and she's currently the chair of the board of directors. So let's acknowledge Judy. Yes. Thank you. I'm giving the short version. That's okay.
Well, thank you, Amy, and this is really an exciting day, not just because we're recognizing the 50th anniversary of that wonderful workshop at the Women's Liberation Conference held at Emmanuel College, and Miriam Hawley, who is here, one of the founders, is one of the co-leaders of that workshop, and will tell us more about it. But also because we're going to be celebrating the launch of Our Bodies, Ourselves today, which Amy will say more about later. Many, many people, hundreds and hundreds of people wrote in saying, you know, you can't stop publishing Our Bodies, Ourselves as a print book. Well, at the moment we made that decision, we had to because there weren't the resources. But most people look for this kind of information online anyway. So having a place where the kind of information you get in Our Bodies, Ourselves you will now be able to get online is so exciting. I do want to say that the transition to a largely volunteer-driven nonprofit has gone much more smoothly than I thought it would. And I want to give a shout out to the board members. It's a terrific, smaller board, and some of them are here today. I'm going to mention them, and I want you to stand. Well, you don't have to stand, Maria, because you're right in front of everyone. Maria Patwa is one of our board members who is actually applied to medical school, and I'm hoping that Maria will get in, and has done amazing work in public health, and is the treasurer. Thank goodness we have such a talented treasurer for the board. Yes, give you a hand. The other person I want to mention is Charlie Ruth Castro, who stayed here a little bit longer. She's from Colombia, a force of nature, as many in Latin America already know, and is working on so many things already that it's just beyond my, wildest dreams. Alex Spadola is not here yet, are you? I don't see you. She's walking up from Tufts Medical Center, where she is head of labor and delivery. She is a maternal fetal medicine expert, and she is a phenomenally wonderful board member as well, helping us with all the midwifery access issues we're working on right now. I do want to mention Aziza Ahmed, who's a professor at Northeastern Law School. She is actually teaching in Chicago now, so she can't be with us. But she has also been participating in wonderful ways. And then, in addition to those 4 amazing women, Miriam and I are co-founders on the current board of directors. And so the group of 6 has been working really hard. And I also want to acknowledge some of the most important volunteers right now. If you did any reading, you know that we are not doing everything we used to do, although we do have an occasional blog. And any moment, Kiki Zeldis is going to walk in the door with her partner, Susan. And she has stayed on as a consultant to manage the website and our social media. And one of the things that we've done is we've continued some of the advocacy work, and we've also continued to support some of our global partners. There are books about to be produced or just produced in France, in Quebec, for French-speaking Quebecois. And also, there's a project that's in the works in Morocco. They're doing 20 pages at a time, and this is in Arabic. In the works right now is a project that will launch hopefully in the next few months in Brazil, in Portuguese, and also in Mongolia. There may be others as well, and we recently got an interesting email from someone who wants to see the Burmese edition, which in 2003, when Janet Benchouf, someone well known to a lot of you, strapped $5,000 to her body and went into Myanmar, where it's illegal to do a book. She reached activists there who were producing a Burmese Our Bodies, Our Cells, but we have actually never seen it. And nor would anyone dare to put this in an email either. So we're still trying to figure out if that project came to fruition and where it is. In addition to the limited technical support, which is coordinated by Ariella Shapiro, now in another country, but who's turned out to be a wonderful volunteer coordinating this work. We also have individuals who stepped up to write blogs, to participate as advisors for the Our Bodies, Our Cells Today project, and to help out in other ways. This is truly a village that's raising not a child, but all this stuff. It's everything that we've been doing and will continue to do. The midwifery advocacy work, the work around breast implant safety, the work around global commercial surrogacy, which former staff member Sally Whalen and also co-founder led so ably with Aisha Chatterjee is here. If you want to learn more about it, please talk to Sally or me. This work that is connected to not just global commercial surrogacy, but risks to young women who undergo egg provision, either for other couples or sometimes freezing their eggs for themselves. Lots of this is not actually easily available information. So I invite you to go and look not only at the display, but some of the older books on the table. Those are there for you to take if you would like. We have extra copies. There are some materials that describe some of our current advocacy work. There are cards with the website and information about social media. We are small, but we are a bit mighty, and we are going to continue doing this important work with our colleagues in other countries, and we invite you to participate in whatever ways you can, in kind, financially. Do spread the word. If Kiki were here, I would give a salute to her, because even as we have transitioned to a largely volunteer-driven organization, we still have 460,000 visitors to our website every month. So that is really a wonderful accomplishment. So Kiki, and I just want to say, the reason she is late is that there is a bad accident on the Mass Pike, and she was driving in with her partner from Western Mass. With that, I think I'm going to hand it back to you and just thank Suffolk and thank Amy and all the students, some of whom I've met, some are in the panel, who are doing an amazing job in launching this project. And I just have nothing but immense gratitude for all of your work. Thank you.
Thank you.